Hey guys, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a small life update that I would like to share with you guys. We moved to Melbourne about 2 weeks ago, which was why I've been missing in action on BookTube, and it's been a crazy whole month because of how hectic it became with the packing, with the moving, with the sorting out stuff and everything. But I'm now here. I've been here for about 10 days now and I'm finally settling in, and I feel like now I can finally start making videos again, even though I have a lot of pre-filmed videos because I didn't want to, stress myself that much in a new place. So that was the life update, and now it's the bookish update, which is much more important, I feel like. So what happened was, I think the day after I landed here, the day after or maybe a couple of days after, we went to a place called Library at the Dock here in Melbourne, and it's one of the most beautiful libraries I've ever seen. And see, agreed that I have not seen many libraries, but the variety of books in there, it had me go. And my husband was going, okay, you need to calm down now. These are going to be here, you can come borrow them. And we registered over there, and I have my library card and all that. And I'm like, I'm speechless. I was rendered speechless. And the view from the library of the dock, you can see the Melbourne Star, and you can see the boats just sitting there in the harbour. And I'm like, okay, the sun is in my eye and I'm going to get a migraine, but I don't mind it one bit. And that's exactly what happened. I keep going there, I sit there near the window and I look out and I'm like, life is good right now. So on that same day, I borrowed two books from the library. One was The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, the sequel or the prequel to The Handmaid's Tale. I mean, it's set in the same universe and has characters from there. And I finished reading it and it was better than The Handmaid's Tale. Maybe it's because her writing has evolved over time and she wrote it pretty recently. And the second book that I borrowed was The Kingdom of Copper, the sequel to The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty, and I did not read that book because I wanted to finish reading the other books that are on my list, the 12 books that I hope to read in 2019 list, and the Reading Women Challenge. And right now I have two books. One is 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. This is on the 12 books that I want to read in 2019 list, hope to read in 2019 list. The second one is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I did not bring my copy of the book and I borrowed it here. My husband came here about 7 months ago, and the smart thing that I did was that I sent a few books along with him so that I wouldn't have to carry as many. Yes, I know, true bookworm. I don't have a problem, and I have a library, I have so many books, and I'm like, I am set. I'm not going to explain much about these books. I just want to share with you all the books that I bought here. So the first book that my husband brought here was Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari, and this is on the 12 books that I want to read in 2019 list. And I also have an ebook of this one, but the paperback is paperback. The second book that he brought was Sing Unburied Sing by Jesmyn Ward. This is for the Reading Women Challenge. It's a bonus prompt to read this book. While I was packing my luggage to come here, I looked everywhere for this book. And I had completely forgotten that I had bought this book. I had sent this book with my husband. And I'm like, oh my god, I lost a book. How dare I do that? And when I came here and when I saw this book, and I'm like, huh? How don't you remember this? The next book that he brought was We Are All Completely Beside Ourselves by Karen Joy Fowler. The next book is Bear Town by Frederick Backman, and the next book is sort of, I felt like, why did I send this with him? The movie released and I could have sort of read this before the movie released and then watched it also. But the book I'm talking about is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, and I've heard the movie isn't that great, but I've heard the book is good. So it's about, oh my god, it's 800 plus pages long. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this one, but I'm glad it's here. So apparently I signed 6 books, and the 6th one is Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I've read it. My husband needed to read it, so he brought it. There are 4 groups of books that I want to share with you. The first group is the books that I brought from home. Some of them are review copies, some of them I'm really excited about. The thing is, I brought most books because I'm really excited about them. 9 books, and one of which I've already read, but I usually carry a copy of it wherever I go. So that book is Dear Ijawale, or A Feminist Manifesto in 15 Suggestions by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. This is one of my favorite books of all time. So I thought, okay, this is very thin. It won't take up much space, much weight in the baggage. So I picked it and I brought it. The next book is one that I was really excited about, and I even started reading on my journey here, but I couldn't get ahead because I got so excited with the library that I borrowed books from there, and I then started reading the Testaments because I had to return it within a week or so. And that book, the book that I'm talking about here, is Nothing Ventured by Jeffrey Archer. I want to read it. I want to pick this up right now. Jeffrey Archer, come on. He's one of my favorite authors of all time, and maybe I'll pick this up. I actually feel like picking it up. The next 3 books are review copies, but I'm really excited about these because they are in completely different genres, all 3 of them. The first one is Gay Icons of India by Hoshang Machant and Akshay K. Rath, and I don't have to say anything about this. Look at the cover, the title, everything is sort of, it speaks for itself. Thank you, big thank you to Pan Macmillan India for sending me these 2 books. I promise I will write a review. I will read these and I'll write reviews of them very soon. I've been held up in life, and this is why, because of this entire mind block. So the next 2 books were sent to me by Rupa Publications, and a big thank you to Rupa for sending me these on request. And the books I'm talking about are The Worst Daughter Ever by Aarti V. Raman, and A Ticklish Affair and Other Stories by Sunil Kapoor and Sudhir Kapoor. These sound so interesting. I mean, this is the kind of book I haven't read in a long time, and I know that it will be an easy, light read. And this one is a total, I don't know what to call it, cover buy. It's not a buy, it's a cover request or something. And it's a collection of short stories. What else do I need? So the next book was sent to me by a very dear friend of mine over on Bookstagram. Her name is Kritika over at Ask the Book Bug. I'll leave the link to her profile in the description box as well as the handle on the screen. You should go and follow her. And the book in question is What We Talk About When We Talk About Rape by Sohaila Abdullali. And the moment I received this book, I'm like, I'm taking this. I am taking this book because this was on my wish list for a very long time, and then Kritika sends this book to me. I'm like, you are the best. Okay, so the next book is The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. You've been seeing this on too many of my TBR videos. I know that because this is on the 12 books that I want to read in 2019 list, and it hasn't been struck off yet. The next book is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. I don't know much about this book. I think this is about mental illness. I read somewhere, someone tweeted saying that it takes you about 30 seconds to read the blurb and then familiarize yourself with the story. But I know it takes 30 seconds. I like to go in blind, okay? Which is why I usually say that. The next book is Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, and this is definitely about mental illness. This I know very well. If a title is saying she's completely fine, She's not fine. She needs help. I'm reading this for the Reading Women Challenge for the prompt that says a book with a woman with mental illness. I think that's what the prompt is called. Okay, so the next two books that I want to share with you, I bought at the airport because books and airport make a good combination or something like that. The books I'm talking about are Jhumpa Lahiri's The Lowland and On Women by Khushwant Singh. I have the Kindle version of this book, but I'm a sucker for paperbacks, so I bought this, and buying it at an airport is like, okay. And I don't know when I'm going to read them. I'm sorry. Anyway, so the next two books I brought for my husband because he wanted to read them. And the first book is Ravan, Enemy of Aryavarta by Amish. And the second book, he didn't know he was getting. He is a huge fan and he was always telling me that he wanted to read this book, he wanted to buy this book. And I got it during the Flipkart sale. And the book is 281 and Beyond by VVS Lakshman. A photo of this book at the MCG. It's going to be poetry. So the last group is that of two books that my husband bought and kept ready for me when I came here, and isn't that the sweetest? The first book is Bill Bryson's A Short History of Nearly Everything, and Bill Bryson is one of my favorite non-fiction writers of all time. I actually wanted to bring Bill Bryson's Down Under here, but I couldn't because of weight issues. Again, baggage, not mine. So this next book is part of one of the lists that I make on my blog about the books that are releasing in a particular month that I'm really excited about, and I think it was in the September or October list. I can't remember, I'm sorry about that. But the book I'm talking about is The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. I don't have anything else to say about this. So that is what is going on in my life. That was a little life update that I wanted you guys to have. These are all the books that I brought with me on the move that we made to Melbourne, and that's it for now. I guess these are wobbling and I hope they don't fall. But what have you been up to? What's going on in your life? What have you been reading? What have you been doing? Any significant changes? Anything great coming your way? How's your life going in general? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to interact. I've been so out of loop that I really want to get back and start posting. And there are going to be a lot of pre-filmed videos coming your way. So I'll see you soon in a new video. This will be the only video this week, but I hope to get back to posting regularly next week, 2 videos a week. And I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I hope your reading is coming along great, and I hope you reach whatever goals you've set for yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.